What does it really take to unlock a new language? I mean, not just to speak the words, but to actually step inside a whole new world of connection, of culture, of understanding. You might think the answer is buried under this massive mountain of memorization, but what if I told you the answer wasn't a mountain at all, but just a handful of keys? 20,000. Just look at that number. This is the number that makes most people just stop in their tracks. It's the reason so many language learning journeys are over before they even really get started. So, what on earth does it represent? Yep, you guessed it. That's the number of verbs in the Spanish language. 20,000 verbs. Now, before we figure out how to tackle that, if you enjoy stories that break down these huge challenges into something manageable, please go ahead and follow the channel and share this. It genuinely helps me create more for you. Okay, so that number, 20,000, it feels like a giant wall, doesn't it? An impossible barrier standing between you and actually speaking the language. But just stick with me, because every wall has a secret door. I want you to imagine the entire Spanish-speaking world as this vibrant, exciting city. But to get in, you have to get past this massive wall. And on this wall are 20,000 locks. Every single lock is a different verb. You could, I guess, spend your entire life trying to learn every single one, picking them one by one. It's overwhelming. The task seems so huge that, most of us would just give up. But what if the goal was never about picking every single one of those locks? What if there was a completely different way in? What if, instead of needing 20,000 individual keys, you only needed a few master keys? Keys that were specifically designed to open the most important doors, the ones that lead to real, actual conversations with real people. And that is the secret. 15. Just look at that number. Now compare that to 20,000. All of a sudden, that impossible wall, it doesn't seem quite so scary, does it? The journey just became possible. This is the absolute core of it all. These 15 verbs, they're like the workhorses of the Spanish language. They are the heart of everyday communication, the essential tools you need to express who you are, what you want, and how you see the world. So let's start with the first set of keys. These are the ones that unlock your personality. They're the keys that let you share your feelings, your opinions, your desires. They basically let you be you, just in a brand new language. Our very first key is querer, the power to say what you want. This is so fundamental. Think about it. It's the engine of action. It's the starting point for almost everything you do in a day. See how simple that is? Quiero, I want. With this one single key, you can suddenly express everything from wanting a cup of coffee to wanting to plan a whole vacation. It's direct, it's powerful, and it's absolutely essential. All right, next up we have gustar, to like. This is the key to connection, sharing what you enjoy. That's how you find common ground with people, right? It's how you build friendships and how you share a little piece of who you are. Me gusta, I like. That phrase is the beginning of so many great conversations about passions, hobbies, food, music, everything. It's a perfect example of how one simple key opens up a whole universe of personal expression. And this family of keys just keeps growing. You've got encantar, to express something you absolutely love, and preferir, when you need to make a choice. There's pensar, for sharing what you think, and necesitar, for stating a basic need. You see? With just these few keys, you're already building a pretty complex picture of your inner world. Okay, let's keep going, because this is where it really builds. Now that you can talk about what you want and what you like, you need the keys to describe what you can actually do. These are the keys to action, to ability, to movement. They're what plant you firmly in the world. This key, poder, is a total game changer. It means can or to be able to. It unlocks what you're capable of, and it's also the key to making polite requests. It's all about potential and really interaction. Now, look at this example. It's not just you saying something, it's an interaction. You're asking someone for help, you're engaging with them. This one verb totally transforms you from just a passive observer into an active participant in what's going on. So where are you headed? The key for that is ir, to go. This is the verb of movement, of making plans, of talking about the future. It literally describes the journey of your day and, in a way, the journey of your life. Voy, I go. A simple, clear declaration of your plans. This key lets you narrate your life, explain your routines, and tell people where you're off to next. It's so useful. Now, this is really interesting. This slide holds two of the most profound keys in the whole language, ser and estar. Now, they both mean it to be, but they unlock totally different parts of your existence. Ser is for who you are permanently, your identity, your job, where you're from. It's your core. But estar, that's for how you are right now. Your feelings, your location, a temporary condition. It's your state of being in this very moment. Honestly, getting a feel for these two is like unlocking the secrets to describing existence itself. And that toolkit for taking action just gets richer and richer. You get tener que for all the obligations, the things you have to do. You get two different keys for knowing things, saber for facts and skills, and conocer for being familiar with people and places. And finally, you have deber for giving advice about what someone should do. So you've got these 15 keys, but their real power, the final kind of mind-blowing unlock, isn't about using them one by one. It's in realizing they're designed to fit together. They work in sequence to build something really beautiful and complex, a conversation. Just watch how this works. You start with a desire, using querer. Quiero ir al cine. I want to go to the movies. Then you ask about ability, using poder. ¿Puedes ir conmigo? Can you go with me? Then you make a plan with ir. Vamos a las 7. Let's go at 7. And you finish by expressing a feeling with estar. Estoy emocionado. I am excited. Just look at that. With only 4 of these master keys, you didn't just speak some random words. You planned an evening. You connected with another human being. And that's the big secret. The whole 20,000 verb wall was just a distraction. It was a myth. The real goal, the true prize, was never to conquer some huge mountain of vocabulary. It was always just about finding the right tools, the master keys that let you open the very first door to human connection. So the real question isn't, can you learn Spanish? The real question is, with these 15 keys in your hand, what door are you going to open first? What friendship will you start? What new world will you unlock? If this story moved you or made you think differently, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And make sure to follow the channel for more stories just like this one.